Welcome to Spurs Heat Game 3 preview. Game 2, pretty exciting game. We saw LeBron had a very big game. We'll see if he can repeat that performance tonight in Miami. Game starts at 9 o'clock on ABC. Should be a very good game. Going in here, I really think that this is where the Heat are going to thrive. Game 3, they're at home. They got the home crowd on their back. I just really think that the Heat as a whole, they're going to be able to get the ball into the paint. They were able to stop the Spurs from getting into the paint in Game 2. They shut him down, and Chris Bosh was able to get outside, and he was able to make shots. And if they can get Chris Bosh making shots, and if they can get Chris Anderson playing really good defense, that's all the Heat really need. They need to be able to shut down the Spurs team in way of shooting. If you let the Spurs shoot like they did in Game 1, they're going to win. If you give them open looks, if you're not contesting every single shot, the Spurs are going to win. They're just going to run up the score, and they're going to play that fast pace. They're going to run you up and down the court. But the Heat really have to come out and set the tone. They have to get into a rhythm, and they've got to be able to make shots. Defense is everything for the Heat. Defense is absolutely everything. They let Tim Duncan go a little bit early in Game 2. He was scoring. He was making plays. They can't have Tim Duncan scoring. Every game that Tim Duncan has scored less than 10, the Spurs have lost. Tim Duncan is a huge part, and they just need to shut down post-production. Because you look at in Game 1, the Spurs, the guards would drive into the lane, and then they just dump it off to a big guy, and he'd go up for the layup. If the Heat are able to stop the drive, stop the penetration, then the Heat should easily win. Another key factor was Kawhi Leonard getting in some foul trouble. He's really the only guy on this team that can guard LeBron James. Boris Diaw did an okay job, but, LeBron can drive on him. LeBron can just jab step, take a shot, create some space. Diaw's not going to be your premier guy that you want guarding LeBron James. Leonard is going to have to keep out of foul trouble. He's going to have to be able to step up and play smarter defense. Can't have those stupid fouls. And really, you just have to keep him on the floor. We see guys on the San Antonio bench. We need Manu Ginobili to step up. In the last game, he had 19 points. He played well. Marco Bellinelli only had 3. He needs to score a little bit more. Patty Mills had a nice game. He put up 8. And Boris Diaw just has to score. He has to get into some kind of rhythm. The Spurs played extremely well when Diaw was scoring. So we'll see. It's going to kind of go back and forth. But I like the Heat to win tonight. I think that they're going to be able to bring the defensive pressure and be able to stop the Spurs team from driving and putting the ball in the post. Big key for tonight's game, and I really think that the Spurs aren't going to have much of an answer. Tony Parker, he definitely, after that rib shot, definitely didn't have the energy, and he wasn't bringing the momentum. The Spurs team really thrives on momentum. We'll see what they can do on the road. I think they'll do okay, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think that the Heat defense is going to be too much. LeBron is going to play. I think LeBron's going to have a great game. In the last game, we just saw him giving up passes and giving up, for him, open shots and passing the ball around and making smart plays and being very unselfish. We saw Chris Bosh. He had that big 3 in the corner, and just LeBron bringing the ball up. He's able to work it around, and his presence on the floor, everybody's automatically in extreme help side when he's dribbling it up the court. And so that opens up different passes and different areas that you can try to force the ball to, and that's why they win. LeBron's able to create plays. You have Dwayne Wade. He's able to make plays. Chris Bosh is a playmaker. You have to be able to get it to Chris Bosh, and he's been an outside shooter. You look at the past 2 games, the Heat have not had a post player. They have Chris Anderson. He'll come in, and he'll play good post defensively, but really you don't have a bunch of big guys you're putting down in there. But they're still able to get jump shots working, and they're still able to get the ball in the post. It's just a different way. They're taking smaller guys in the post, and they're able to score. So I think the Heat, we're going to review the Heat, got to play good defense, and they have to be able to score. Chris Bosh has to make shots. Dwayne Wade has to make shots. Ray Allen has to make shots. Ray Allen had a good game off the bench, so we'll see if he can repeat that performance. Tonight, 9 o'clock on ABC, should be a very good game. Better tune in. Have a great day and enjoy the game.